Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel, the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your general reading for the week of September 30th through October 6th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you just watched the timeless reading, you probably heard that I do have I don't know if you can hear the little squeaking or squawking or whatever. I am babysitting a little hamster for a little bit. There's some noises, so you might be able to hear some noises. I don't know if it's coming in or coming on or not. Hopefully, if you can hear it, then hopefully it sounds sweet. I don't know. Anyway, kind of interesting. Really my first time babysitting one. So anyway, let's jump in and see what's happening going on. Coming in for you this week, Aquarius, in general. What is happening? Okay, let's see what's happening going on coming in for Aquarius. So you got the overall energy. It's the sun. No, I'm sorry, the star. Okay. Wow, you got sevens on either side. And the Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay. So your overall energy and or your goal this week, Aquarius, for this general reading is the star. So you have a wish granted. So really staying in or focused on kind of what it is that you want. It says contentment, spirituality, inspiration, altruism, serenity, purpose, renewal, healing, hope, calm, faith. That is going to be kind of where your goal is to stay in that energy this week, no matter what comes up, the challenges. I know this is something that I really need to stay focused on as well. That hope, that faith, okay? This overall energy, this is you, Aquarius, being reminded that your wishes are being granted, okay? Even if you don't see it, sometimes it takes the stars aligning, right? The stars have to all align for it to come true. But there are a lot of things happening going on in the background as that overall energy, as that kind of goal energy. And Spirit's indicating for you, or asking, Aquarius, for you to pay attention to where you're focusing on, what you're putting your attention on, what you're feeding, if you will, right? And asking you to stay aligned towards what it is you want as well this week. This week is going to be a week where you're going to start seeing things happen, Aquarius. You're going to start understanding. There's going to be a lot of ahas and a lot of breakthrough energy for you this week. And Spirit's indicating staying aligned, staying with that, holding that faith, right, is going to be of utmost importance for you, okay? This message is important for you to hear, Aquarius, because some of you have been wavering. Some of you have been wondering if anything's really happening, or if your wishes are being granted, or if anybody's even hearing the prayers or the wishes that you're putting out there. And Spirit's indicating that you are being heard. Okay, you're always heard, Aquarius. You're always supported. You're always loved. And sometimes it takes some time for those stars to align. Okay, sometimes things need to happen, move, shift before, and as long as you're staying in alignment towards what it is that you do want, feeding that, paying attention to that, giving your focus to that, that is going to assist in speeding that up as well. Okay, so the challenge, we already know what one of the challenges is in staying in that energy, staying in alignment. But you also have the Seven of Swords, not what it seems. Okay, so there's some things that are going to come through that, and it could be your thoughts, it could be your perception, it could be the way you're noticing things, hearing things, seeing things this week, for whatever reason, Aquarius, that could come up and not be as they seem. You may see something, hear something, or take something in and have a certain perspective through rose-colored glasses, and or through your own knowings, understandings, that sort of thing, that kind of makes it appear to be something maybe worse than it is, or whatever it may be. It just feel, or somebody might show up under false pretenses this week to sway you in one way or another. Okay, Aquarius. So this says not what it seems: cowardly, false pretenses, carrying things away, sneaky betrayal, getting away, self-interest, strategic, cheating, lying, or wearing a mask. Okay, so that is going to be your challenge. That is what you need to pay attention to this week, is things that are showing up falsely, or ways that you might be perceiving or seeing things through your own lens, through your own map of the territory, that actually is not what is happening. Something that you can do is ask somebody else what they thought about, if somebody else was there or involved, what they thought about the situation, the instance, the communication, whatever it may be. Because this is going to be a big challenge for you, and there's a potential that it could derail some of your alignment. That doesn't mean that your wishes aren't being granted or won't come true. It may just slow down the process. You also have the Hangman here, okay? So pay attention to that this week, okay? Now, how to overcome. You have the Magician in this space for how to overcome. Aquarius, resourceful creator. Okay, you have the resources. You have, this is willpower, influence, master manifester, inspired action, concentration, resourcefulness, intellect. Okay, so that is how to overcome. Use your resourcefulness to your advantage. Use your intellect, use your concentration, stay focused on what you do want. Really notice and pay attention to the way the things that you think about, the stuff that you talk about, or the way that you think or talk begins to show up, manifest from your internal to your external reality. Pay attention to all of that, and or experiment with it. Experiment with holding on to that good feeling, holding on to that good thought, holding on to that energy, that intention of having a beautiful, wonderful day, and what shows up for you. Okay, there is that potential for a gap, right, to move things in. If you've been thinking one way for a long time, it may not shift overnight. Sometimes it takes a minute for spirit, universe, divine, for our outer reality to sync up and align, right? The stars aligning to our internal reality, okay? But experiment with it, play with it, give it some time, practice with it, practice with it, practice with it. It's just like anything else. When you go to the gym to build them, to work out and to build the muscles, maybe lose some weight, you don't do it one day and then say, that didn't work. Okay, forget it. It doesn't work, right? You practice, you do it, you have repetition with it, you persist in it, and you see the results. Okay, so Spirit wants you to know that your wishes are being granted, you are being heard, the stars are aligning, right? That first card out is the star. You are the star in the tarot here, Aquarius. The stars are aligning to grant your wishes, and sometimes it takes a little bit of everybody getting in line, aligning for it, including you, for that to come through. Okay, the opportunities coming in. You have the Seven of Cups, many possibilities. Okay, you have two sevens coming in here, so you've got double sevens, right? This is this energy of really holding on to and or building up that confidence, really reflecting on kind of the things that are working and the things that aren't working, and where you can shift, right? There's a discovery period coming through when sevens show up. And also sevens are within wisdom, okay? So you've got 7 7 coming through. Now, if you had 7 7 7, it would be like a jackpot, right? That would be amazing, beautiful, wonderful, okay? And it doesn't mean that it's not, because you do have the star coming through here, and the star is number 17, so there is that other 7 in that 17. Of course, if you add 7 plus 1, it is 8, but right, this is like a jackpot energy, of course. All things are coming through in your favor. Your wishes are being granted. The stars are aligning. There's that alignment. Okay, doors and windows are opening for you, Aquarius, this week. Use those potentials, use those opportunities, use the many possibilities that are coming in to really move into this energy of what it is you do want. We talk about that so much on the channel, and Spirit brings this message through so often, because many times we're not holding or aligning or staying in that energy of what it is we do want. We move back and forth, right? Just like we talked about at the beginning, and Spirit's really wanting you to stay solid, stable, steady, within what you do want this week, Aquarius, because your wishes are being granted. It's almost like that genie in the bottle. Your wish is my what is it? Your wish is your command. Your wish is my command. Is that how it goes? Hopefully you understand what I'm putting out here. Okay. But your opportunities are many possibilities. Now, isn't that interesting? Possibilities, opportunities, those words could coexist. So this is in the opportunities for this general reading for this week, Aquarius, position in this spread. So many possibilities. There, for some of you, there's too much. There's an energy that could be a bit overwhelmed, right? You have unclear illusion, confusion, lacking focus, wishfulness, shiny object syndrome, wild. Is this the right way? Clarity of thought. Oh, this is in reverse. Is it? I don't know. I don't really do reversal, so, but wild imagination. So there's many possibilities coming through, Aquarius. You have a lot of possibilities. The opportunities are endless for you this week. Your wishes are being granted. There's this wild imagination. Tune into your wild imagination. Move back into that wild, curious, playful, young energy and allow for things to be wildly imaginative towards what you do want and see what shows up for you. Okay. This week, Aquarius, all things are possible. There's so many opportunities, there's so many potentials, there's so many roads that you could head down, Aquarius, and you really have this energy of tuning into, focusing on what it is that you do want, and letting all roads lead to that for you. Okay, your outcome, you have the Hanged One, a new perspective. Okay, so this is a Hanged Man. Excuse me, I said Hanged One. So male, female, no matter what, it's always all. But oh, look at this. It says new perspective, aha moment. I said aha moment, breakthroughs, understandings, clarity. Okay, perspective, awakening, surrender, epiphany, release, let go, allow, yield. Okay, and we talked about that kind of energy of things needing to come through, but there is a new perspective coming in. It's coming through this week, Aquarius, with a new understanding, with that aha, with that clarity, with those breakthroughs. For some of you, it's going to be with experimenting with it, where you finally see that the things that you think about tend to come. That doesn't mean that we never have a negative thought, or we never have a worry, or we never feel fearful, or we never have anxiety, because that just wouldn't be real. We have a spectrum of emotions, and they are to assist us, to help us, to protect us, to keep us safe, to warn us, right? We need all of those, right? And we also can be sure and know that we don't have to go down the spirals or the rabbit holes into those situations. We can look at whatever it is, if it's real, if there's a potential threat, if there's something to be anxious, fearful, worried about, if, right, if we're outside and it's dark and we're hearing crazy noises, we look around to see what is happening. We get an understanding of our environment. Yes, and that is perfectly normal. That is why we have the range of emotions. That is why we have our intuition. That is why we have knowings as well. Not only for the good, but also to protect us, also to get us to pay attention, to look at things that need to be paid attention to and looked at, right? Like those warnings, those moments of concern that come up for very, very real reasons. Okay, so it is all valid, and I don't want to ever bring up an instance where that isn't valid for any of you. Okay, and yet Spirit is indicating this week all of that is true and valid. Pay attention, but also make sure you're noticing and paying attention to what you do want. Okay, focusing in on alignment on what it is that you do want. We can have conversations in our mind. We can create mountains out of molehills. We can have the power even to really shift the energy in a room towards the positive, towards the negative, depending on how we are feeling. And other people can do that with us as well. We can hold our power strong, pull it back to us, or we can give it away. And Spirit's indicating this week, Aquarius, that you are being heard, your wishes are being granted. Hold that. The stars are aligning in your favor. Hold on to that and allow for that to come to fruition. Okay, whatever your wish is, it's being granted. Okay, but things do need to align. People need to come together, things need to come together, events need to happen. That new perspective, that shift, those aha moments, those breakthroughs need to come through for everything to line up, for the stars to line up to bring that to fruition. It is in the works, it is in process. So hold, okay? All right, I do intend that resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel and to support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.